I think that would qualify as not smart, but genius. I also want to point out the Oscars were more than 6 months ago, and he's still stewing over this joke. He keeps bringing it up. Quite a moment when a gun went off in Tulo's pants. Guess 24 or 28 people came, now from the FBI, and they came out very quietly. Nobody reported it, but they had people in some form related to the FBI. They had 4 or 5 people who were strongly related to the FBI. We have to find out about that. Ever wonder what Trump eats for breakfast? Hint, it's not avocado toast. Jimmy Kimmel spilled the beans on Trump's diet. And let's just say it's as messy as his Twitter feed. Before we move on, I'd like to ask a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. From burgers to Twitter tantrums, Kimmel's roast of Trump's eating habits left the former president steaming like an overcooked patty. But wait, there's more. Stick around to see how Trump's menu choices might just explain his presidency. All right, folks, it's time to dive into the greasy world of Donald Trump's eating habits. If you thought his presidency was a hot mess, wait till you hear about his diet. It's like a fast food fever dream come to life. The ultimate homebody in Canada today. Big deal. Big things happening. We have Canadians here in our audience. We usually do. Yes, she's not as smart as him. He's not smart. He never was smart. He wasn't smart 40 years ago. Always, he was a hale and hearty guy. Well met. Did you ever read Shakespeare? Wow. Do you think he's flirting with me? What is this? When I die, I'd like that to be the clip they play at the Emmys in memoriam. Montage. I also want to point out the Oscars were more than 6 months ago, and he's still stewing over this joke. He keeps bringing it up. Quite a moment when a gun went off in Tulo's pants. Now, we all know Trump's not exactly a health nut. The man's idea of a balanced meal is probably a burger in each hand. But Jimmy Kimmel's latest roast of Trump's culinary choices is hotter than the deep fryer at a Golden Arches. Picture this, Donald sitting in the Oval Office, surrounded by towering stacks of burger boxes. He's trying to sign important documents, but his fingers are so slick with grease that the pen keeps slipping out of his hand. It's like watching a toddler try to use chopsticks, but with nuclear codes at stake. Kimmel's got some zingers that'll make you laugh and cry at the same time. He's comparing Trump's presidency to a drive-through order, quick, messy, and left everyone feeling sick. Sound familiar? It's like America ordered a Bigly Mac and got food poisoning instead. But hold on to your fries because Kimmel's just getting started. He's suggesting that Trump's diet might actually explain his whole presidency. Think about it. Empty calories and no substance. It's like trying to run a country on nothing but ketchup packets and those little paper crowns they give you at Burger King. You've got to wonder what Trump's doctor thinks about all this. Can you imagine being the poor soul who has to give him a physical? Mr. President, your cholesterol is higher than your approval ratings, and your blood pressure is scarier than your tweets. As the jokes pile up faster than the rappers, in Trump's trash can, you've got to ask yourself, is this comedy gold, or should we be seriously worried about the health of our former commander-in-chief? I mean, the man's diet is so bad, even the Hamburglar is like, dude, you need to slow down. His plan was to go home to Mar-a-Lago, play 5,000 rounds of golf, call into Trump TV every morning for 10 years, and then die on the toilet. That was his plan. Gertrow said he believes his resignation will bring the temperature down. Which, isn't that the last thing we need? I mean, it's our capital being stormed by the Buffalo Wild Wing of the Republican Party. I can't believe it's been 4 years. It seems like just yesterday Nancy Pelosi was hosing feces off her desk, and then I think he said something like, he thinks he bothers me, or some crap like that. But wait, there's more. Kimmel's got another zinger up his sleeve. He's saying Trump's presidency was like a happy meal. Looked good in the ads, but left America feeling sick and disappointed. Ouch, that's got to sting more than the Heartburn from a triple cheeseburger. You know, it's almost impressive how Trump manages to turn everything into a circus, even his eating habits. It's like he's determined to make America's arteries great again, one burger at a time. But hey, at least he's consistent, right? Whether it's his policies or his menu choices, it's all about instant gratification and long-term regret. But let's be real for a second. While we're all laughing at these jokes, there's a part of us that's a little worried. I mean, this is the guy who had access to the nuclear football, and he can't even be trusted with a burger. Salad fork, just thinking about it is enough to give you indigestion. Yet Trump seems to wear his unhealthy habits like a badge of honor. It's almost as if he believes eating like a college freshman during finals week is some kind of blue-collar credential. Newsflash, Donnie. Most working-class folks can't afford to eat fast food for every meal. They're too busy trying to afford healthcare and other essentials. If you thought Trump's relationship with burgers was complicated, wait until you hear about his marriage. Kimmel's latest roast of the Trump union is spicier than the Colonel's secret recipe. Is Melania just another item on Trump's value menu? Let's dig in. Melania is about as common at Trump rallies as a salad at McDonald's. Kimmel pointed this out, joking that her recent appearance seemed to comply with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement. Ouch! Looks like Melania's contract has more fine print than a fast food nutrition label, and when the Trumps do appear, together it's as comfortable as wearing a tight suit after an all-you-can-eat buffet. Speaking of awkwardness, Kimmel didn't hold back, roasting Trump's declining cognitive abilities and even joking about Melania's silence during Trump's controversies. It's almost as if she's playing a game of "I'm not with him" while standing right next to him. Kimmel's jokes about the Trump marriage are like a spicy chicken sandwich. Some people laugh, some cringe, and some wish they could wash it all down with a soda. But are these comparisons of the First Lady to fast food funny or crossing the line? It's a tricky balance, like trying to keep a Trump wig in place on a windy day. One thing's certain, Kimmel isn't holding back. His jokes about the Trump marriage are a supersized combo meal of mockery, complete with prenuptial agreement jabs, awkward PDA references, and more burns than an overcooked burger. But, like fast food, it might leave you feeling a little queasy afterward. If you thought Trump's Twitter antics were wild before, you haven't seen anything yet. His latest outbursts crank the chaos up to 11, as unpredictable as his hair in a wind tunnel. Kimmel even joked about Eric's birthday coinciding with January 6th, quipping that it's convenient for Trump to remember two of his biggest mistakes on the same day. In the end, Kimmel's commentary on the Trumps is a mix of zingers, political humor, and biting satire, leaving audiences to wonder, is he going too far or not far enough?